Hey, what's going on, guys? Zeb's here, also known as Hayden, bringing you another tutorial, and this is the second part of the ancient style series I did. This part will be the blending, lighting, color effects, filters, things like that. Your typical Photoshop stuff. So today I'll show you how to make this, basically. Smoke, lights, filters, blah blah blah, what I just said. So yeah. Big announcement tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, let's get started. So, got the render here that I showed you how to make on the first part. So once you've done that, just bring it into a YouTube 1 template, which would be something like this. You could probably download them. Well, you can download them anywhere. Just search it on YouTube. And you usually just want to resize it where it's just barely showing, so it's not too small. Maybe a little bit bigger. Maybe something like this. This is a good size. And usually after that, you want to add your color correction. Now I have my own. I'm not going to show you how to make this one. If you want to know how, I already made a tutorial on how to make color corrections, so go ahead and watch that if you don't know how to make them yourself already. So yeah. So what we want to do is start with smoke. So smoke is generally to add detail to the background, which will make it more detailed, so it's not just a plain black background. So I'm going to be using the Zeb's OP pack today, so if you do want to replicate this banner exactly step for step, you can go purchase this on my store if you'd like. It'll be in the description down below, and yeah. So just go into the smoke section, find some smoke you like. I'm just going to use the smoke that's already in here. So I'm going to use, maybe number 4. For smoke, generally you want to have it covering the majority of the banner, so maybe I'll have some right here. And also for smoke, have it always behind the render. Having it behind the render makes it blend a little bit better, and it doesn't really mess up the colors on the render that much. So I'm just gonna duplicate this one, bring this one down just a tad bit, maybe bring it up a little bit, the opacity maybe down to 20, or just barely showing. Here, I might even delete that one, duplicate it, and bring it down there. And with that, then what we're going to do is get some corner smoke. Corner smoke is generally, obviously, for the corner. It adds some more instead of just having like a straight bar at the bottom of it. As you can see here, actually, it might be a little bit difficult for you guys to see the smoke due to YouTube, but generally, people who apply these banners, you'll be able to see the smoke, so you don't have to worry about that. Just for YouTube, watching the video, it might be a little bit difficult. So yeah, generally for corner smoke, you just want to put it in the corner, like I just did, and it'll look like that. And then we're gonna add one more set of smoke, which will be the main part of the smoke that goes over the render, basically. So I'll show you. So you just want to get a patch of smoke, and then just not delete it. And you want to put over the render, and then you just want to delete everything that's over the render, so it's kind of like having edges over it. So this one you do want to have over the render, so something like this. And we're just going to get our eraser tool, soft brush, and we're just going to start it with erasing it like this. So just gonna do this, make it a little bit smaller, and I'm just going to kind of just erase right over the render. Looks something like this. Might make this a little bit smaller for the letters. I'm obviously gonna rush this a little bit more than what you should do. You should take your time on this. Very little details can really make a banner. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of rush through this for the tutorial's sake. So yeah, just want to delete all the smoke that's generally around the render. So something like this, and yeah. And then once you've done that, just lower the opacity down to maybe start with 50, and then maybe 30. 30 is good. I like 30. And once we've done that, actually I might even lower it a little bit more, matter of fact, maybe 20. Yeah, 20 works. So after that, what we're going to do is add our particles. For this style, we're not going to use a whole lot of particles, just maybe 2 things of particles. Particles. So much fun to say. Say particles out loud right now. Just say it. Particles. Anyway, so generally for the particles, you want to get particles that are thicker. So particles that look like this. I don't know if you have a pack or not that have good particles, but if you do, then they should include something like this. Again, I'm just gonna say this one more time. If you need a good pack, my OP pack is available for you guys at my store. So yeah, we're just going to add these particles on the left and right side by then changing the opacity down to maybe 40, maybe 30 actually, and then just duplicate it by Control J or Command J on a Mac and just drag it to the right, and then that's it for those particles. And now we're just gonna get some really thick heavy particles, something like this. Now if you have a pack that you're using for this, I don't know, they might not include this. It's most likely not going to include these. This is not necessarily a must-have for this style, but it generally makes it look a lot better. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, if you do have these in your pack, then awesome, you are set. So you're just going to duplicate it once again. It doesn't matter if it's really thick right now. We're going to erase some of it. So you're just going to merge both these particles together by highlighting them both. Set merge layers. Now, as you can see, it made a black thingy, which obviously we don't want because it's covering the render. Now, before you merge things, you always want to pay attention to what this setting right here is. So these particles in particular were set to the linear dodge add. So boom, there you go, it's fixed. So yeah, just keep in mind of what they are. Most likely it'll probably be screen, linear dodge, or sometimes just normal, depending on the particles. So yeah, just gonna set this back to linear dodge, push enter, and then now we're just going to erase some of it around the render. We're gonna have small parts going over the render. Again, I'm rushing this for tutorial sake, so yeah, just kind of erase some of this. Maybe something like this will work, I'd say. Yeah. So once you've done that, set the opacity to maybe 50. Oh, yeah, 50 works, I guess. Well, yeah, 50 works. So once you've done that, what we're going to do now is add, we'll probably want to add our flares, probably, yeah. But one step before we do that is go to your render right here, whatever you saved it as. I'm just gonna, I guess I'll call it render. There. So duplicate your render and then go filter, other, high pass. What this does is it sharpens the render to make it look a lot sharper and a lot nicer. So just keep it at 10 and then and set it to overlap, and it makes everything look a lot sharper, as you can tell. Oops. Makes it look a lot sharper, but it actually is a little bit too sharp, so we're just gonna set it maybe to 50. Yeah, there. Well, yeah, that'll work actually. 50, and then just merge these two together once again. And once we've done that, is now you want to add your flares. So generally, flares pretty easy. You just put over what you want to do and then erase it. I'm gonna do one letter, and then I might speed it up, maybe not. We'll see. So yeah, we have our flare here. Generally for flares, don't pick flares that are thin like this. You want to have flares that are kind of thick like this, but I mean, if you have a flares pack, then it's gonna have this, no doubt. So you don't have to worry about this. This is a very common flare. So just duplicate this, put it over into your banner, and yeah. So once we've done this, do Control U or Command U to edit your hue and saturation. Now what this does is obviously edits your hue and saturation. You want to set the saturation to -100, or just bring the slide bar all the way to the left to make it pure white. And if you bring it all the way to the right, then it'll be too saturated, obviously. So yeah. Now what we're going to do with this flare is we're just gonna kind of drag it over the top of these letters and then erase some of it, so it's kind of like like this, basically, as like some light coming off of it. So yeah, so what we're going to do is just kind of rotate it down, just kind of keep it fitting these letters. So say about right there. It's not that precise, actually might a little bit more, and duplicate it. And once you've done that, just kind of, well, first erase it actually, you want to get a bigger brush and just kind of erase what you don't need. Generally, you just want to have a small amount of the flare coming on the letter. So something like go, more, something like this would work, and just duplicate it. Alright, erase this, and you could take both of these if you want, duplicate it, and then just drag it over to the S. Generally, for this font, all like the letter, like the top letters, are generally going to be the same length, so you don't have to worry about too much about that. But if you do, just get another flare, so you get the saturation to 0, and then, or negative 100, and then just kind of go over it. So yeah, generally, just keep doing this over all the letters. I might actually erase this. Oh. Good. Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright, I'm back. So, once you've done that, just duplicate it once again onto the other letter. Whoops. And just kind of go over each letter like so. Pretty common sense. E, I should say. But once you've done that, we're going to lower the opacity just a tad bit so it's not overpowering, overducing, one might say. I just made it a word, so yeah. I like to make new words, so as you can tell, I'm just kind of rambling on while I do this. I decided not to speed it up because I'd be kind of too short to speed up, so yeah. But yeah, just leave a comment down below on what you think about this style. Should I make more styles like in this similar style, so combining styles? But yeah, just tell me what you think about this style, if you're enjoying the tutorial, some feedback on what you guys want to see from me. So yeah, and also, tell me how your day was, I'm curious. This part can kind of be annoying because you have to erase it until it fits the letters. I guess, duplicate it. Yeah. Obviously I'm rushing this. When you're actually making this, you want to take your time to make it look proper and nice. So, yeah. Take this, drag this over to the other one, rotate it. So, I don't know if you have been on my personal channel, but some news, I live with Nick full-time now, for the most part, so he's right behind me. So, yeah. I'll make sure he can upload tutorials now. He's been slacking with that lately. So, yeah. So once we've done that, obviously, this is too rushed, and, yeah, it's looking bad because I rushed it. When you're making it, take your time. It'll definitely pay off. So once you've done that, get all of your flares and just kind of lower the opacity down to, start with 70. Then go to 50 maybe. 50 will work, I suppose. It'll look better when it's sized. Yeah. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It doesn't look good now, but when you actually put in the detail and make it fit the letters, it'll look nice. So yeah, once we've done that, what we're going to do now is probably do our lighting. So that'd be these little flares, that, whatnot. So again, this stuff I'm using is in my pack. If you want to get it, there you go. But I'm just going to use what's in here. So go into flares, and you generally want to find flares that are like this. Very common flare, I'd say. It's nice, good flare. And we're just going to drag this over. Boom. And we're just going to kind of drag this all the way to the left. Until right there. Just kind of boom, drag this here. I'm going to drag that up a tad, maybe or so, right there. And we're just going to lower the opacity down with this to maybe about 70. 70 looks good. And once you've done that, we're going to add some little flares. Or not flares, like, stuff like this, basically. We're going to add this. I don't know, your pack will most likely not have these, because these are kind of hard to come by, I guess. Not really. But yeah, with this, you're just going to kind of erase this, just kind of have it where this part is showing. I'm just going to take this and make it a little bit smaller. Actually, it's too big. Something like this is a good size. I'm just gonna lower the opacity down to maybe 50, and set it to a nice spot, maybe right here, and then duplicate it. Get another one and drag this one maybe right here where this flare is. Right here will work, I suppose. This will work. And once we've done that, we're gonna use filters. The filter part. So just once you have all your stocks and everything done, just duplicate this and then merge. And yeah, once you have this merge one, duplicate it again. Go filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Set the radius to 1.5, and then just kind of erase the edges of the render. So something along the lines of this. And once you've done that, set the blur to 70%, and duplicate these two banners together. Boom. Duplicate it again. Go filter. Filter, other, high pass. Boom. Overlay. And then set it to like 50. And then merge. Duplicate. Now this part, it's not ideal. I mean, it'll make the banner look nice, but Magic Bullet looks, photo looks. If you have this, we're gonna go into that. But if you don't, I highly recommend getting it. Very nice. You can make some nice color corrections with it. So we're just gonna let this load up. So let me get a drink of this OJ. Oh boy. All right. So now we've done that. I'm just gonna erase all these. Thanks, man. Thanks for my money. So once you've done that, move your mouse to the right, and there'll be a bunch of subjects you can mess with. So, got it. My bad. So yeah, move your mouse to the right, and it will have a bunch of settings. So you want to go into the lens, go edge softness, vignette, and atmospheric flare, and that's what we'll start with for now. And just kind of move all this in the center. This outer circle, just gonna kind of do this. Edge softness is blur. This vignette thing is kind of darkening. It kind of shades it. So we're just gonna add that there. And then this one, it's kind of like flares, like lens flares. Just gonna kind of raise this tad bit. We don't want to have it too noticeable. Something like this would be good. Just click OK. Like I said, it's not a must-have, but it's very nice to have. So yeah, once you've done that, just gonna wait for it to load. Usually takes a while. It might take a little bit longer depending on your PC. So yeah. So once you've done that, as you can see, there's a bigger difference and it looks nicer. So once we've done that, we're gonna select both, merge, duplicate, double click the duplicated one, and we're gonna make the RGB effect. So select the green, or uncheck this, and then click the live selection tool, and on your keyboard, the arrows, move it to the right, twice. And doing that will make you this banner. Sorry about the background noise. But yeah, like I said, this one obviously doesn't look as good as this one due to the fact that I rushed this one. This one I took my time on it, but generally that's what you want to do. You can have it at angles. This one is just a straight on, but it's really up to you. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. This one I find is very useful tutorial. It looks nice. I haven't really seen anything like it before, so I mean that's good. But basically this tutorial overviews of basically stocks, blending, smoke, lighting, things like that. So yeah, if that's what you're curious. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. I'm Zebs, and I'm out.